Hello, hello. Welcome to my space once again. If you see smoke, it is because I just burned some Paulo Santo. It is the weekend, it is early. We are going to get into a reading and see what are the messages that we are getting today. I hope everything is well with you. So, just a reminder before we start, this is a group reading. So it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please, take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours, right? I'm here to give you information, insight, confirmation about something that you are already aware of. If I am talking about masculine or feminine, I'm not especially talking about the gender, I am talking about the energy from where someone is operating. So these two, apply it however it applies in your life. And this can be past, present, or future. So, let's see. What are we talking about today? Study room, blender, coffee maker. Okay, so it kind of feels that there are some facts that came up, or you are searching for facts. You might be intuitively feeling some kind of things, and it kind of feels like you want to clean the space, right? You want to know what's going on here. You want to know where to put your energy, where you don't need to put your energy anymore. There is some kind of awakening here. We have the study room, the blender, and the coffee maker. Coffee maker is talking about energy, flow, and awakening. So, kind of feel again that we are talking about this respect, maybe new kind of perception about the respect that you have for your own energy. With this blender here, what's written on the card, it is disruption, chaos, change. So you might be going through that because when you start to ask questions, you might make some people uncomfortable, right? Some people like to keep it, not very clear, all those kind of energies, and it seems like no, you want to know now. You want to know where you stand, you want to know what's going on, you want to have answers. If you don't get an answer, it is an answer by itself. You are not afraid to create disruption, and you are not afraid to create the necessary changes in your life, which is a good thing. It is a great thing. A lot of people tend to think that when we are healing, then it's all, you become, how can I say that? Lullabies and rainbows, you are more complacent. Do we say that? You are easier on others. Sorry, when in fact, it's kind of the opposite. Because you gain a lot of awareness. So yes, during the process of healing, because very often people have numbed their feelings or put them aside, close them off. So during the process of healing, they might be what might be defined as overreactivity. I'm putting it between quotations because I don't like this word, because for people who finally allow themselves to feel and to express themselves, the last thing that they need to hear it is that they are overreacting. But there is, if we are totally honest about it, there is this thing that suddenly feelings are coming out and we don't really know how to express them, especially if we didn't learn, right? And I guess that most people here might not have a surrounding in their childhood where they were guided about how to feel safe with their feelings, how to process them, how to digest them, and what to do with them. So, when we are starting as an adult to accept our feelings, refusing to put them to the side, we might be seen as overreactive, right? It's kind of normal, and after what is happening, it is not that you suddenly become more tolerant. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What might happen afterwards, it is that you won't put too much energy in something that is not worth it. What happens afterwards, it is that you don't doubt your intuition so much anymore, so you see things quite quickly, and you see where it's worth investing your energy, where it's not worth investing your energy. And so you might just, let things, put things to the side more easily. But for all the environment that was there and that was kind of benefiting of the old version of yourself that was unhealed, chances are that if they didn't grow, they didn't evaluate, they have a hard time moving with this new version of yourself, this healed version of yourself who want things that are more aligned with yourself, there is this process that is uncomfortable. Let's be honest, because it's not just that you met someone and you see, okay, this person is not for me. For this reason, you will know the reason quite instinctively, intuitively, and then you don't even start to invest. But now we are talking about a transition phase, and in this transition phase, it is also about putting boundaries with people with who you never put boundaries, putting to the side people that were already in your life. So it's different, right? So there can be some kind of chaos in this transition period. Very normal. It is part of it. It is a very uncomfortable part of healing, but this is what it is. So I kind of feel here that you might be totally in this phase where you are taking your time regarding your energy, regarding your environment. It's not about now, okay, how can I go with the flow and make things more comfortable? No, I understand that it is not just me needing to adapt myself to situations and put my feelings aside. I'm not doing that anymore. I embrace what I feel. I check what's going on with this relationship, the answers that I'm getting. Am I dealing here with someone who is truly well-intentioned? Are they well-intentioned, but are they projecting on me all the time? Are they able to see me, or they are unable? Are they gaslighting me? Are they attacking me when I'm trying to take up some kind of important discussion? Do they have stories from years that they are carrying against me and they are smiling to my face? All those kind of things might come up in this period. Why? Because you allow yourself to feel. And so suddenly you might express yourself, and so suddenly you might realize that some people are carrying things since years and years and years and years, and they never said anything. And suddenly you realize, and they didn't even give you the option to defend yourself, right? So all those kind of things happen in this transition period where I kind of feel that you are. In this moment where truly you are sitting and thinking, right? You are not afraid of the disruption that might come with the chaos. You are moving things, right? It's not anymore about trying to calm things. It's about authenticity, reality. I want to know where I stand with people. I want to know the truth. I want to be able to move forward with a different flow, right? There is some kind of awakening that happens in the kind of last week, last month, something like that. And now, you want to be able to move with it in a concrete manner because you value your energy, you value your life, you want to be able to be authentic and surrounded by energies that support your healing. Something else that I feel cool to say here, it is that, as said, because you might be starting to express yourself, so it might be particularly difficult because some people might also be surprised. So what might also happen, it is that during this transition period, you might put some people to the side that might come back to your life later on. I remember that when I was with one of my psychologists years ago, I was going through a separation of someone that I was dating since a few years. And I remember that we had this discussion with the psychologist that said, it doesn't mean because you broke up with this person and you come back with this person later on that the breakup was a mistake. Sometimes the breakup is what is needed in order to be able to transition this relationship into something else. So just, consider that. Consider that. So, let's see. What deck do I want to use? I want to use this one. Let's see what we are going to get here. Yeah, again, we have the safe space coming. It's coming a lot lately, right? Because I truly feel that this is what you might be working towards inside of you and also with others. Yeah, look, health. When we are talking about health, we are also talking about mental health. It goes together, right? Okay, so let's see. What should the collective be aware of? What should we talk about today? So, chaos, lone in reverse, reconnection in reverse. Okay, it's kind of clear what's happening here. Welcome in reverse. Welcome in reverse. Small favor in the upright. It's in the 5th position. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. Ah, okay, I get some kind of insight here. Great news in the upright. Let's take 3 more. Perspective in the reverse. Desperate in the reverse. Sage advice in the upright. Okay, so we were talking about the blender and you not being afraid of disrupting the energy. Yeah, this is kind of the energy that is here. With this lone in reverse, I kind of feel that we might be talking about your energy that you might have been giving very freely. I kind of feel that you are more into preserving yourself, taking care of yourself. Maybe, wait, I want to check if you can see all the cards. Yes, you can. Maybe you might be feeling a little bit selfish. If it's the case, I want you to acknowledge it, right? Because it's not about putting things to the side. It doesn't mean that you are selfish, right? There is no connection between the way that you might feel and the reality. it is okay sometimes to be selfish, and it is especially okay to be selfish if you are in this healing period and you have been giving your all to other people. It is important to be able to protect yourself. It is important to learn to be selfish, right? But you need to acknowledge it, and I will tell you why. Because if you don't acknowledge it, then you cannot feel at peace with it. And if you don't feel at peace with it, you might be extremely reactive, and you might do what is kind of a protective, emotional, psychological way of doing. It is building narrative in order to justify your negative feelings. This is not what we want to do, right? So if you feel that you are selfish, acknowledge the fact that you are selfish, acknowledge the fact with yourself that it makes you feel uncomfortable, and have this discussion with yourself. Why am I selfish right now? What is the intention behind being selfish right now? Why am I doing that? I can give you a few things that I went through, okay? So I was, of course, feeling very, very selfish. But first of all, I realized that I felt selfish towards people that might have made me feel selfish, but those were people who had very often double standards because they were the most selfish people that can exist, but they didn't like that I was not being as generous and as accessible than I was before. Before they would ask me anything, yeah, of course. Whatever you need. They would call me, I would immediately respond. People that respond 3 days after, if they respond even. You understand? So this is the first thing. The second thing, it is also understanding with some people, I truly felt selfish. Why? Because they were not takers in my life. They were not people that were all about themselves, being themselves selfish. But what happened, it is because I was reconnecting to old pains. I was extremely sensitive. And so I realized that I was kind of overreactive. Now I won't put it between this because I accepted the fact that I was very, very reactive, that I wasn't reacting in a way that I wanted to. But this was a phase. I was aware of that. But with those people, I was able to tell them, listen, right now I am very, very sensitive. So I am trying to preserve us. And one way of preserving us, it is by taking a little bit of distance. Because when you feel comfortable with something, you can express it. I'm not telling you to express it to every person, right? Some people better not give them any explanation, because trust and believe that they will use it against you. Sad to say, but it's the reality. I experienced it, and very often with the closest circle, right? But with some people, they might not be anyone like this in your life, but they can be one or two people. You know, right now I'm going through something. You don't have to explain too much. I am very sensitive, so I might react very intensely. I don't want to put it in the middle of us right now. It is a transition phase. I don't want to put it in the middle of us. I know that you are very sensitive. And I kind of feel that at the end of the day, I will feel so bad about reacting so intensely. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, right? So, chaos with those people, not the one that you feel that you would like to maintain them in your life afterwards. With the others, we are talking here about other people, right? People that you don't want to give none of yourself anymore right now, and you don't intend to reconnect with you. They are no more welcome in your life. Why? Because you might have realized that even the smallest favor that you might have asked them, nothing was coming. And this might be some kind of test that you are doing now. I don't think that it's intentional, but I know that, for example, I realized that in this period that I was very sensitive, I needed people to answer to me, like, don't let me send you a message and not answer, or don't let me call and never call back, or call 3 days after. So with some people, I said, listen, once you see my message, I understand that you might not be able to answer now, but like when you can, please answer to me. It would truly help me. And at the end of the day, it was a test. I didn't do it as a test. I asked as a needs. But it was a test. Right? Because at the end of the day, I saw who truly cared about my mental health and who didn't. Right? And at the end of the day, it's good news. Whatever the answer is, it is good news because you will know where you stand. Some people won't want to change perspective. And I kind of feel that you will lose total interest for them. Simply, it will be in a snap. People that you truly wanted to keep in your life, suddenly you will see something very clearly, and that's it. Regarding this sage advice, I don't know why it came out. They might try, I'm checking the position here, they might try to give you sage advice. It will be condescending, right? It's not about giving you safe advice. It is like, I saw a post about it yesterday, it is like someone saying, yeah, you shouldn't go no contact with your parent because you will regret it later. You understand what I mean? I had someone in my life when I decided to cut this person out. They said to me, you should pay attention because you never know, you might need me later in life. Just the fact that this person has said that to me, I understood that I was dealing with someone fake, that I was dealing with someone opportunistic, power hungry, someone fake. And this just confirmed to me that my decision to take distance of this person was the right one. So you might get some kind of sage advice, right? It will always be fear-driven, always. Then you know exactly what it is, right? Yeah, you should pay attention because you never know. And those people who are talking about the no contact, very often they are parents that don't feel so comfortable with what they did in the past and they don't want to take accountability and they think that they can do whatever and they are just trying to fearmonger, right? So, let's see if we get more information about who we are talking about or what is supposed to happen with this situation here. What should the collective be aware of? It smells good. It smells like roses. Roses. I like it. Okay. Let's see. What should the collective be aware of? The Two of Cups. Ooh, the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups in reverse. I want to take one more. The Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. It obviously says to me that you are testing your relationship right now. You might not do it consciously, but it's kind of what I get from here, right? So you might be testing your relationships. We might be talking about family. We might be talking about community. what I kind of feel that you might realize, sadly enough, it is that many people are in this opportunistic mindset. What does it mean? It is more about appearances. It is more about maintaining some kind of access, something like that. You know, sadly, we kind of live in a world where it's kind of, I don't like to say that, but it's just the reality. That many people, they are thinking in a kind of manipulative way. Yeah, exactly like what the person said to me when I said to this person that I'm not interested to maintain the relationship that we had. You know, it's like I want to know that if I need some kind of favor from you, that I have access. It's kind of what it is here, right? So, this also tells me you will be gaslit. You will be gaslit. So, ask yourself when it is truly valuable for you to express yourself or not, right? Because this person, I had to break up with this person. I had no true other choice. Yeah, I could have ghosted, but I'm not someone who likes to ghost. I already did in some period of my life where I have kind of no other choice because it was a question of safety. But otherwise, I don't like it. And we are talking here about what I'm telling you about. It's like 15 years ago. So, ghosting was not even an option in my mind, but yeah, some people they want to know that they will have access. That's it. They want to know that they have access. So if you are coming towards them and you are trying to have some kind of deep, important conversation in order to try to maintain the relationship in an authentic way, they will gaslight you because they are not about this depth. They are not about this authenticity. They are about being diplomatic. I hope that I make myself clear about what they are about. Let's see. The Three of Cups in reverse. You might feel a lot of... The word that was coming to me was rejection. Because I kind of feel that because you are going through this period of healing and you come from a place of being very comfortable with everyone, now that you start to not care to be so comfortable to everyone but be comfortable to yourself, some people might group and try to bring you down. Bring you down. Like, you know, people saying, who do you think you are? How dare you? You know? This kind of talk. Yeah, did you see? This person? What's going on with them? Ta 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 ta. How dare they say that to me? You know? They don't understand that you are coming from a loving and a good place, right? No, you just show them some kind of mirror that they don't like, and so they are attacking you. They are attacking you. I kind of feel here that we might have a lot of that because we have this Ten of Pentacles in reverse and we have this Three of Cups in reverse. And then the Ace of Wands in reverse, talking about reckless, impulsive, careless, hot-headed behavior. I kind of feel that they might... this is how they talk about you. Yeah, they have lost their mind. They this, they that, they that. They don't understand what you are going through, right? They don't. They don't. They want you comfortable. They want you smiling. They want you happy. They want you to shut your mouth and think that they are amazing. This is the only thing that is important while you are all about finding your own balance and investing in yourself. I kind of feel it here again. We are in a discussion about healing, what's happening when you are healing, what to expect, all those kind of things. And honestly speaking, I would have loved to have those kind of talks with someone who would honestly tell me what would go on, because I need to understand all of this by myself, and it's difficult. So I'll continue. I'll continue with it. Yes, so you are investing in yourself. This Nine of Pentacles, your balance, the Two of Pentacles, trying to find the right equilibrium. This is the journey right now. Yeah, you need to be ready to be judged. You need to be prepared to that. I think that you know that. I think that you know that. Yes, because at the end of the day, you will talk, you will say things that are very, very true. You are regaining your mental clarity. And you might be saying things that people don't want to hear. It doesn't mean that what you say is wrong. It just means that people are not ready to hear it. They feel uncomfortable with it, right? Eight of Wands in reverse. Block. They might to want you feel rejected because you are not surrendering to the image that they want to sell you. I will tell you something. My late father, that I absolutely adore, people were loving him or hating him. And I never knew what to think about it. With time, I understood. This is what is happening when you are someone authentic. And at the end of the day, it is the best. This is kind of the proof that you are authentic. Because when you are authentic, who are the people that love you? People who are like you, authentic and honest and well-intentioned, obviously, right? Because if you are authentic but you are an asshole, then you know. But if you know that you are truly driven by good things, and people dislike you because of your authenticity, take it as a cleansing. Take it as thank you for letting me know who you are. I am totally at peace with the fact that you hate me. The fact that you hate me tells me what I need to know. You have a hard time with my authenticity, with the fact that I want to live in alignment, in honesty. I don't blame you. I don't care. And because I don't care, I also don't care about the fact that you are hating on me. It's okay. And let me just tell you that those people that might hate you right now, they might become your biggest supporters later, right? They are also going through a shock. They might have thought that all your life you would stay the same person. Maybe they are not even thinking truly about what healing truly is. Maybe they are not there yet. Maybe you will inspire them into healing. So whatever is now is now. Whatever is after, after. A snake is always a snake. I do believe that it is the case. Will a narcissistic individual, no, somebody with a narcissistic personality disorder change? My guess is don't take a risk, because chances are that no, and even if they do, why should you be in touch with someone that did you so much dirt? You don't have to. Even if they change, they can find another circle now, right? You don't have to be you are not the highest, right? So it's fine too. Even if somebody change and you still don't want them in your life, it is okay. You are not carrying, the weight of the world on your shoulder. So you are talking truth. You might be sending to people a mirror that they don't like, right? It's okay. It's important to understand that you are doing what's good for you. You have to understand that this might be the case. Not every person is able to receive their mirror, especially if you are also in this period where you are starting to express yourself, so you might not express yourself in the most delicate ways. It doesn't mean that what you are saying is wrong. It just means that the delivery might be more difficult for them to receive. But even if you were saying it perfectly, it doesn't mean that they will receive the mirror, right? What I mean to say here, it is accept people's reactions. Accept. For yourself. For yourself. 5 of Swords in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So, 5 of Swords in reverse. Everybody who was love bombing you, trying to charm you in order to get, you might say something to someone, and because they don't know how to react, they will react with a joke. And you truly want to talk about this thing. So the joke, it's kind of an escape mechanism. You might not receive it very well. But this is the system that this person has. This is how they are programmed. This is how they are operating. When something is uncomfortable, they turn it into a joke. It doesn't allow the depth that you need, but this is what they know. And then suddenly you might say, no, I'm not joking here. I truly want us to talk about it. But they don't know how to talk about it. They don't know. So they will prefer to step back. Because once again, there is this mirror of the truth, of clarity. Let's see. What else should the collective be aware of? The 2 of Wands. I truly feel here that this 2 of Wands says that you are able to see things on the long run, for the future. You are standing now at the door of your future. You are standing at the door of your future. And it is like, who am I taking with me and who am I not taking with me? It's very serious. Look how this person, they are holding the world. And they are looking very seriously. Those cards are all a bit scary, because this is the horror tarot. But don't take it in a... But it's truly, I'm observing now because I am stepping into my future. And you want balance. This is what you want. So, everything that is not balanced, you feel the need to put it to the side. I feel that this reading is important because the more you understand yourself, the more you understand your process, the more you are at peace with yourself, the less destruction you will create in this process of healing. This is what I didn't have. I created a lot of disruption. It was not my intention, but because I had no guide truly into that, and I went to therapy. Yes, it didn't guide me into this process, to be honest, right? So, the more you are aware, the more you are at peace with yourself, the better you react to others. Does it mean that they will love it? No. people never like to be put to the side. They never like to feel that they might not be good enough. So who do you think you are? They won't understand, okay, we are not at the same level. I am healing. I have some emotional needs that you cannot provide to me. And it's totally okay. I'm not angry about it. I just want to be honest about it. Yeah, they don't receive it well. They don't receive it well. I can tell you, experience. I had someone every time that they were getting into a new relationship, they were creating some kind of issues in our friendship. Why? Because it was someone who was trauma bonding with people. And every time that they separated from their boyfriend, they were coming back to me and they were in fusion with me. They did it once, they did it twice. The third time, I wanted to prevent something, so I sent them a message and I was very honest. I said, listen, I feel that the same pattern is repeating itself. I'm not angry about it, but I don't want to go through what we already went through in the past. So I wish you all the best in your relationship, all the best in. But let's just separate, in peaceful terms. The message that I got back, my, this person didn't like it. And my intention was the best in the world. It was the best in the world. Didn't like it. Listen, this is what it is. And it's okay. It's okay. They would have preferred that they would have created this conflict. And so they would have fed their inner narrative with some kind of reason why it's legitimate for them to step away from me, when in fact, no, the only reason it is because when they were in a relationship, they were in fusion in their relationship and all the rest was disrupting them. But they didn't want to see it about themselves. And so the fact that I could see it and accept it with love, but just protect myself, they didn't like it. They didn't. Tell me more. What should the collective be aware of here? The Three of Wands. Kind of feel that we have here a lot of pentacles and a lot of wands. A lot of wands here. Yeah, a lot of wands. Yeah, there is a lot of things happening with your energy, right? A lot of with your energy. I kind of feel that you are refining your intuition right now. You don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. You are... I kind of feel truly that your energy is truly in this future that you are building. We have the Two of Wands here. This is planning. The Three, it is about waiting for your ships to come in. It is about... it's interesting. I never read. So let's read. You have left your castle and are now on your journey on a vast open sea, a place of doubt and insecurity, but progress is being made. I don't see this card especially as doubt or insecurity. It's interesting. Okay. So, you are watching towards your future. This is where your energy is. You don't want to fight with anyone. You are not into this energy, but you are doing some cleansing. You might also not give so much importance to people that you were always available to before, because you are into your future. You might also want to see who is truly... who truly cares for me. There is also here something about observing who truly cares for me. I want to see. And if you don't, it's okay. I don't care. I just want to know. Kind of feel that this is the vibe. This is the vibe. Let's see. Ace of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. You want to see truly who is coming from their heart space towards you. And you have no issue putting an end if it's not the case. The death card is in reverse. What does it mean? For me, there is, the death card, it's about death for a new beginning, right? This is what it is. It is Scorpio energy. It is, we are bringing things down for new things to be able to be reborn. When it's in the reverse, for me, it means there is an ending. There is no reborn. Why? Because you are checking people's heart space. This is why. If they are not coming from the heart space right now for you, it is not what you want in your life. Nine of Swords in reverse. I love to see it. You don't want to be stressed out by people. You don't want to be stressed out by people who are not stressing for you because they don't come from a heart space. You don't want that. Someone will gaslight you, you will put them to the side. They will try to avoid the discussion, you will put them to the side. This is what I kind of feel that is happening here. Because that's it. You have no patience. You have no patience now. Now it is concrete work. And we have the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. So listen. You have, it's very interesting, those two cards, because the Nine of Swords is talking about someone who is fearful, in anguish, can't sleep at night. It's in reverse. It's in reverse, right? So you might have gone through a lot of that. Overthinking. Overthinking. Not being able to sleep because you were overthinking. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is talking about going towards calmer water. Right? It is in reverse. It's in reverse. People don't want you to go towards calmer water. They don't want that. Once you have this ability to bring yourself towards calmer waters no matter what happens, you are extremely, extremely strong. People cannot impact you. So you are in this period of transition. It's interesting because I was talking about transition before. Here it is written, transition. So you are in this period of transition. First of all, people might not understand it. This is why they are reacting the way that they are reacting. And a lot of people might lose you. They don't like it. They know that you will start to see things clearer and clearer. People might have thought that you were naive, while you might not have been naive at all. You might just have been very patient, very tolerant, very empathetic. And I kind of feel that right now your patience has run dry, maybe because you might have felt some kind of resentment at a certain moment, because you might have felt that you were all heart space, attention, open to others, and that it was not the case from them towards you. And so you might have started to feel unseen and resentful, and you don't want to stay there. And this is why you might have started this healing process. And now, this is the transitional phase. So I kind of feel that, this is kind of confirming me that this reading is important. I was hesitating to post it or not. I think that I will post it. I think that some people truly need to hear that it will help them. I know that for me, it was truly, truly difficult to go through this with absolutely no understanding and no direction. So I hope that it is helpful to you. I hope that it gives you some direction, some insights, some self-understanding. Let's see if there is anything else now. Yeah, you are kind of giving the burdens back to people, right? Now you are not carrying their burdens anymore. It's on them. This is why they have a hard time of letting go, because suddenly they have to question themselves, maybe for the first time. Maybe for the first time. Yeah, the Ten of Cups, it's not a happily ever after with a lot of people that, the ones we are talking about here, right? We started with saying, okay, we are talking with about one category of people, right? The ones that might have been more about takers, or that enjoy the fact that you were a giver. You know, not everybody's a taker, but, you know, some people enjoy the fact that you are a giver. They know that you are tolerant, accepting, understanding, and this is what they need from you, you know. Oh, the Emperor in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, oh, the High Priestess in reverse. Oh, la, 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 la. Okay. Listen, those are all the people that you are, you might feel the need to take distance from. The Emperor in reverse, people who want to control you, right? People who are comparing themselves to you, that are very power driven, that are in competition. They need to have the upper hand. Those are the people that you don't want in your life anymore. People who are always complaining, they are always the victim in every situation. They are kind of energy vampires very often. They are heavy, you know. When you see them, every time that you separate, you say, oh, you know what? I only feel heavier. You might want to take distance. And the High Priestess in reverse, here I kind of feel that we might be talking about people who just are not growing, not evaluating. We might be talking about people who think that they know everything, but they are just repeating phrases of books, quotes that they saw on the socials. They are just talking. You know, there is no true, you cannot have a deep discussion with them. And I kind of feel that those are the kind of people where you might say, you know, I have nothing against them truly, but also they, you know, they don't appreciate my value because they will appreciate much more something that they will see online, right, that has a lot of likes. And me, I can say the most intelligent thing in the world, they won't even listen to me because I'm accessible to them. So it's too easy. So because they don't respect themselves, they won't respect people that respect them. You understand? Yeah, you are all about moving forward here. Moving forward. This is, I will stop it here because I love it. The Chariot. You took the reign of your lives. You took the reins of your life and you are moving forward. You are moving forward towards your future. That's it. That's it. This is where you are in this transition period. So I hope that it was helpful. I wish you a beautiful Sunday or whenever you are watching this. I'll see you in the comments. Until very, very soon. Bye.